Module 10, Walt Whitman and Emily Dickinson, Unconventional Lyric Poets. Walt Whitman and Emily Dickinson, though leading markedly different lives and possessing distinct temperaments, both revolutionized American poetry. As forerunners of free verse, they broke away from conventional poetic structures, expressing their unique perspectives and experiences. Their works, rich in themes of nature and human experience, remain pivotal in the canon of American literature. Walt Whitman's poetic style and themes. Walt Whitman is renowned for his free verse style and the expansive, all-embracing nature of his poetry. He rejected the rigid constraints of traditional poetic forms, opting instead for a free-flowing and rhythmical style that mirrored the natural cadences of speech. His seminal work, Leaves of Grass, is a celebration of the human spirit, democracy, and the American experience. Whitman's poetry is characterized by its broad, inclusive perspective, encapsulating the vastness of the American landscape and the diversity of its people. Emily Dickinson's distinctive voice. In contrast to Whitman's expansive style, Emily Dickinson's poetry is known for its brevity and depth. Writing in succinct, often enigmatic verses, Dickinson explored themes of nature, love, death, and immortality. Her work is marked by an intense personal voice, exploring the inner depths of the human psyche. Dickinson's poetry, much of which was published posthumously, is notable for its innovative use of form and syntax, often employing dashes, unconventional capitalization, and slant rhyme. Common themes and innovations. Both Whitman and Dickinson were deeply attuned to nature, a prevalent theme in their works. They used natural imagery to explore complex human emotions and existential questions. Despite their differing styles, Whitman's expansive and outward-looking verses contrasted with Dickinson's introspective and concise poetry. Both shared a fascination with the human condition and a desire to push the boundaries of poetic expression. Understanding poetry, ballad and lyric. To understand the essence of Whitman's and Dickinson's poetry, it's crucial to distinguish between ballad and lyric poetry. Most poems, including many of theirs, can be classified as lyric due to their emphasis on personal emotion over narrative storytelling. In lyric poetry, the emotional depth and personal perspective outweigh the plot or narrative structure, a characteristic evident in the works of both Whitman and Dickinson. Literary devices in poetry. When analyzing poetry, identifying literary devices is essential. For example, Ralph Waldo Emerson, another prominent American poet, often used personification in his writing. In the given passage, Emerson's description of the sunset is imbued with life and emotion, an example of personification where inanimate elements of nature are given human characteristics. This technique helps to create vivid imagery and convey deeper emotional resonance, similar to the approaches of Whitman and Dickinson in their works. Conclusion. Walt Whitman and Emily Dickinson, through their innovative approaches to poetry, left an indelible mark on American literature. Whitman's free verse and celebration of the collective human spirit contrast with Dickinson's introspective and concise style, yet both share a deep connection with nature and a penchant for exploring the depths of human emotion. Their legacies as pioneers of free verse and their contributions to the American poetic tradition continue to influence and inspire poets and readers alike. Understanding their work, the literary devices they employed, and the broader context of American poetry provides invaluable insights into the richness and diversity of American literary heritage.